From the streets of South Africa to dance floors around the world, this is the sound of the hottest new music genre. This is Amapiano.
It's African dance music.
Jazz music merged with
some hip-hop elements.
Bacardi and a bit of Kwaito.
You can't really describe it until you hear it. It's slowed down house music, I could say.
And some soul with the keys.
It's a spiritual thing, you know.
And of course, we can't forget the lock drum, a beautiful pumping sound.
Amapiano is a sound that will take you to a place that you never thought you would see.
When the world went into a lockdown, there was no other genre working as hard as Amapiano.
I don't know if we've ever seen anything like this before, but this is the new wave now.
An original sound from South Africa, and I'm proud of saying that.
When it touches you differently.
We're trying to take over the world.
I think that's our national treasure right now. You know, I think that's our highest export.
Finally, South Africa has something of their own.
And it's changing the game, you know?
Bro, Amapiano is big. It's huge. It's bigger than all of us.
Amapiano is a lifestyle.
Amapiano for me, it's black success.
Yeah. Soweto, this is home. This is what made 𝘮𝘢𝘗𝑚𝑗𝑎 become who he is today.
𝘮𝘢𝘗𝑚𝑗𝑎 began singing in his school choir, and now he's Amapiano's top vocalist.
When we talk Amapiano, we are not only talking the music.
Because for you to experience the music, you need to be where Amapiano is.
The part of South Africa that I'm trying to bring to the world is the townships.
Built out of apartheid segregated city planning, townships, also known as 𝐾𝐻𝑧𝐶, are a melting pot of style, music, hustle, and culture. Mixed out of bedroom studios, Amapiano belongs to these streets. My name is 𝐀𝐦𝐚𝐩𝐢𝐚𝐧𝐨, aka DJ The Crook. I've been pushing Amapiano on my radio shows since its early days. When young DJs from 𝐾𝐻𝑧𝐶 would send me tracks of a bass-heavy deep house, to me, it sounded like the future. DJ 𝘮𝑘𝐾𝐦𝐿, aka the Superman of Soweto, was one of the first DJs to begin playing the sound.
Give me important. Ukuthi ngibe like us. Yonke into iqale la. So till now, ngisase like us, ngisapusha on music. So ne connection, you understand? Nanoma ngenza music if ngifuna mhlambe umuntu ozongifakela instrument kanje ku simple because ngiyazi ukuthi mhlambe next street kune time belicula or belidlala i-guitar or belenza. It's like iSoweto iphethe yonke into.
Translated in the Zulu language, Amapiano simply means the piano. The name came from the genre's early jazz influences. Sonically, it's a blend of many genres, along with Kwaito, local house music that dominated the airwaves in the 90s.
Remember that? Yeah.
Oskido is the godfather of South African dance music. The legendary producer and Kwaito pioneer explained how it all started.
Kwaito is the foundation of Amapiano. The guys who really influenced Amapiano, they started playing this deep house, you know what I'm saying, but at a slower pace, do you understand? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then from there, they started now programming at a slower pace, the way Kwaito started.
But with Amapiano, they flipped it and made the drum the bass and the bass the drum.
Basically, what actually changed everything is the log drum.
The log drum. It's a raw bass line with a heavy kick drum effect. When you hear it, you know you're listening to Amapiano. In a studio session, I sat in with 3 of the sound's top producers.
The log drum, it needs to be balanced. It's a bass, but at the same time, you need to add a sub bass underneath just to give it that. So usually this is how it sounds. Again.
There's a phrase that says Amapiano is a lifestyle, and what does that phrase mean to you?
It's your everyday life. You wake up, you eat Amapiano, you drink Amapiano.
I play my piano when I wake up. And for me, it just puts me in like this, listen, let's go. Let's go. Anything is possible.
It feels like a culture. It feels so, like, it's a vibe.
It's about the fashion sense.
The way you dress. Drip. Amapiano is about drip. If you ain't dripping, I don't know, like...
People like to also compare piano DJs to hip-hop guys. Like, you know, they had their own street culture.
But if you can see these kids, they dress like Americans, they dress hip-hop, they dress whatever, but now they've become to say, we are authentic, this is our sound.
I think it's an aspiration.
You know, even the way they talk and move.
It's about personality, it's about being authentic, like realness, you know?
It's a lifestyle now. We know it's Monday to Wednesday. We rest 3 days. Weekend, we got out on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that's the lifestyle.
No matter where you're from, there's one thing about Amapiano that unites everybody. When you listen to it, you want to move.
Africa is a dance continent. South Africa is a dance country, you know. Dance music has always been big this side.
I'm also fascinated by that. I think the way that South African people dance is very unique and it's kind of doesn't really exist anywhere. It's kind of slightly offbeat. It's this kind of fluid way of moving, and sometimes it can be very subtle but super impactful at the same time. And I think it always takes people, it mesmerizes people, and there's this way of kind of, I want to be a part of that. I want to be able to do that, and I'm going to practice in my bedroom so that when I go to the next Amapiano party, I can be on the dance floor and I can do it too, yeah.
But like balancing those moments with the moments where you see people on their phones trying to Shazam, like what's happening here? Because I ain't never heard this before, like, and we'll come and ask you like, what is this? And you say, Amapiano, what's that?
If dance is what moves an Amapiano track, then Kamumpela is the queen of the dance floor.
Amapiano, there's easy dance moves that make people feel like they can all dance. We do add simple moves, but we didn't build our brand to be simple. We need to be at a point where some people want to learn the choreo so much that they can't get it right, and they're always working hard.
I've got 2 left feet. I can't express myself like you do, but I want to learn today.
Okay, cool. So this is the dance move that we call it the balega, but it's actually inspired by Michael Jackson.
Okay.
And that's what also made me viral. Right, so... Yeah, like...
Hashtag Amapiano has generated billions of views and videos on TikTok. Viral dance challenges from every corner of the world have pushed the genre to new fan bases and new heights. And no one knows a dance challenge better than Amapiano powerhouse, 𝘮𝘢𝘵𝑗𝑗.
Dance challenges are like a different life form to Amapiano. They are the things that actually help songs move before they've even dropped.
𝘮𝑗𝑗 was a big song, but like the dance challenge was like even bigger. Do you plan these dance challenges or do you work them out? Do you sit at home, look at a mirror and say, this is what we're going to do when we go to this gig?
There's videos of myself doing that same dance, even like months before that specific one trended. You know how some of these dance challenges become like very political because people are like, I did it first or I didn't. It's like, Actually, you know, these dances come from the streets. It's probably from little kids. Someone saw it, and then everyone starts doing it now. But I think that one, in that specific moment, trended because it was the first time that there were so many people doing it at the same time. So everyone was like, oh, I actually want to do that with my friends too.
All my songs currently, they always have dances to them. When we did 𝘮𝘢𝘵, which is a national signage, you know, when you go everywhere, when you do this, you know that it means you're getting arrested or something. With the whistles, it's always, you know, referee, or when you're trying to call someone into order, when you're trying to get attention, you use the whistle.
With TikTok and the TikTok challenges and videos, man, it's again another vehicle, you know.
Someone watches you do something or takes a video of you doing something, and then the next day it's all over social media.
You can go into the studio one night and the next morning your life has completely changed.
Young Stunner is one of the genre's youngest rising artists. His first single, 𝘮𝑗𝐻𝑗, became the hottest track in the country overnight.
I mean, 𝘮𝑗𝐻𝑗 started in social media. I did my live video with 𝐾𝐲𝐬 just once. They took that live video, the song was dropped the next week, but it wasn't the final. The song was already trending with the one live video.
At a place like TikTok, Instagram, you can actually start to make money from streams through those platforms. That's what I'm saying. amapiano is like an ecosystem. You know, so many more players are involved, so many more people are able to make a living.
If it's like a 59-second video for Instagram, you can introduce a new song and like see how the fans react to that.
Social media is where they push your song. Social media is where someone says, Young Stunner is dope, and everyone starts listening. If they say Young Stunner is whack, we're not going to listen to him, they stop tomorrow. They stop tomorrow.
It's all because of the viral videos, the dances. People get to experience South Africa. And they get to fall in love with the moves and copy the moves and learn the moves on TikTok.
Because without the dance move, the song, it can simply go down. You understand? So it has to. Even if it's as small as like shaking your body. You understand? If that's the trend, we make it move.
It's all through cell phones, you know? People get introduced to these songs and they play them on their playlists, and that's how it all happened.
It's literally given us some sort of a bridge, you know, to the world.
Major League DJs are trailblazers in bringing amapiano to the world. Their YouTube balcony mixes, live DJ sets filmed from different locations around the world draw in millions of viewers.
You know, and building a genre or building an industry, you can't do it alone. So we said we need to put these people on our platforms. We need to push the culture as a whole, push it to their markets.
Now, amapiano has gone global. In 2021, Spotify's amapiano playlist increased by 116%.
So the first time I heard it was on Destination Africa with DJ Edu, and it was 𝘮𝑗𝑡𝑉𝑢𝐿𝑖. And what I loved about that moment is because the bass line was just so unique. You can't really describe it until you hear it. And it was so good, I had to stop my date, turn up the radio, and just Shazam it. And ever since then, I was like, these lot are onto something big.
In 2021, the UK hosted its first ever amapiano festival, AmaFest. Fans who refer to themselves as Yanos traveled from everywhere just to see South Africa's biggest act perform.
Amapiano hits the soul, man. Listen, if you're not from amapiano, you got no soul.
We can't describe that feeling. Like I said, I think the UK is receptive to amapiano because it has
very many similarities to house music. So when you hear those chords, you're like, this sounds a bit soulful. When you hear the log drum, you're like, oh, this sounds really funky. So it's all those things that people in the UK can connect with, all in one bundle called Amapiano.
Kuza koko kuza, kuza koko kuza, kuza koko kuza, kuza koko kuza.
Now, the sound has spread to dance floors across the world.
It's nice to see that it evolved from that point of just being a township sound to now it's globally. Like everybody's recognizing it. Everybody knows if that comes on, that's an Amapiano song, and that comes from South Africa.
It was very interesting because in the beginning, like no one believed in the sound on its own and how far it could get, you know?
It brings all of Africa together. We've always had like different genres in Africa, different countries have their own sound, but this one sound is just taken over everywhere. And that's what's beautiful, it's bringing everyone together, which is really beautiful. I think that's the most amazing part about it.
I don't know if we've ever seen anything like this before, but this is the new wave now. I promise you, Amapiano is going to make it to Ibiza and it's not going to leave. 100%. So here, Amapiano to the world.
You go anywhere in the world, Miami, Ibiza, it's mainly men, white men, who are playing dance music, house music. It's very, very important for women to be more represented in the dance music scene because I think a lot of even just the trends and the vibes come from us.
I feel very much that Black women are at the heart of what drives culture around the world. You know, trap, if it's not bumping in the strip club, it ain't bumping. Amapiano, if the pretty girls are not dancing to it, they're in the front for the DJ, it's not bumping.
I see, like, what I'm happy about, a lot of female DJs. So I see, like, it's really empowering the DJs. So I've seen, like, the DJs getting bigger and, like, hosting these big festivals.
Females are very influential. When girls say it, then automatically everyone agrees.
Especially music. We move it. We define how it looks. We define what's hot, what's not.
𝘸𝘢𝘵𝑚𝐺𝑚𝐽𝑎 is one of the leading Amapiano female artists and just like dope people, you know?
I would even drop the female and just say 𝘸𝘢𝘵𝑚𝐺𝑚𝐽𝑎 is one of the leading artists, cultural tastemakers. She is a really big driving force, a catalyst really for the genre she has been.
It's just a beautiful thing to see like more of our sisters shine and, you know, and not only us recognizing their light and their power, you know, the world seeing it.
It's so important for women to stick together in the genre. Like, there's so few of us. You will see, obviously, the ones that are trending, the ones that are getting bookings, but there's so many more. There has to be a variety of us.
Ladies push the music more, you know? A lot of ladies consume the music, a lot of ladies are dancing to the music. So more ladies being artists and DJs benefit the genre more.
I think we just give it that different energy.
Girls attract what guys can't necessarily bring. If we could get that in front of the cameras instead of just in the parties, you know, I think we need more representation.
Amapiano is sexy, so you can't have that without women.
Now, big acts like Burna Boy, Wizkid, Jorja Smith, and Davido have jumped on the sound.
What's next for Amapiano is becoming one of the biggest genres in the world. That's what it is. You can't stop it. Your big cats, like your P. Diddy is listening to Amapiano, your Fat Joe is listening to Amapiano.
Alicia Keys, P. Diddy's, Usher, I mean, dancing to this Amapiano. So which means you can see that it's doing something out there.
Rapper Focalistic has made huge waves with 2 smash hit international collaborations.
You know, so for us, it's a proud moment. It's a moment that kind of, you know, validates all that we've been fighting for, and at the same time says that, yo, black child, it's your time, you know what I mean? Because all these black kids that are here, you know, had a dream. It all started from one laptop You know what I mean? Because that's how Amapiano comes from, you know. That small laptop and that small house is here in London, and that's a big deal for us.
I see it in its own genre, like apart, like separate from Afro.
Billboard, we want to be on the Billboard charts. We want to be dominating, not just global. Those separate playlists that they give us. It can't just be the Amapiano playlist. We want to be on proper ones.
Next for Amapiano is #1 Billboard, Grammy.
Where do I think it's going? I think it's going global. I think in 2 years' time, we're going to play the O2.
Piano playing, taking over the world.
Then it's real lives that are being changed in the hoods. I said trap taking 𝑃𝑖𝑛𝑎𝑡𝑎𝑘𝑜 means this is not trap. These are songs from my hood. So that's what it's about. Let's elevate each other with Amapiano. That's what it is. It's our only way out.
It's a beautiful moment, a beautiful time.
For me, it's like liberation, freedom, excitement, happiness, joy, peace, you know, success, growth. It's in the blood, bro. Like, so for me, just to put it into one, it's like freedom.
I'm so proud of the fact that, you know, my people do so much with so little. You know, we don't have much, but we can do a lot. You know, here's these kids who started a whole genre on Fruity Loops in shacks and small government homes, and they're taking over the world.
It's uniting, you know, it's definitely uniting, and it's very spiritual too, you know. If you're to listen to, you know, the songs just in general, like, you feel it. You feel the connections. You feel the energy. You feel it. It's a family.
Just like how I'm doing with my choir, I am slowly but surely putting them on. You know, I want to make sure that we all eat, because I can't be eating alone.
Ay bambulele,
Amapiano is the sound of a young South Africa. It belongs to the township and the dance floor. And now, the world is watching.
Ay bambulele.